Right, that was a very simple rhythm exercise that we're about to learn. But firstly, I think we need to learn a little bit more about the language of guitar. And in order to do this, I've got a small diagram over here. And what it does is we've got two lines down here, which mean it's the beginning. And two lines down this side means it's the end. Just inside either of those lines are two dots, or what almost look like diareses, if you know what I mean. And what these mean is repeat. It means it goes backward and forward until you wish to stop. Right, and so in between there, we have a singular line. And this is divided into four. And in this case, depending on what the timing is how we break up a rhythm pattern. In this case, this is called 4/4, which is actually simpler than it seems. What it is within a bar, you could have 4 evenly placed beats. They're normally called crotchets. In this case, so that's what one of the 4s mean. The other 4 on the top 4 says how many beats we're going to use within the ability of 4. So you can have 2/4, 3/4. This case we're using 4/4, which is probably the most common time signature ever. Most songs on the top 40 these days are all in 4/4. Probably most of the popular songs of all time, the covers bands from here in New Zealand to Istanbul, America, England, they're all pretty much 4/4 songs. There's only a few songs that have a few 3/4 things in it, or that are popular enough to play in covers bands like that. So this is very important to understand. It's the first most important rhythm you need to understand. This one is a very simple one, and it's 2 strums per bar. So if you think of the 4 crotchets, or the 4 beats, and describe them as 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you have trouble with this, count that out every time. Some people need to. And it's not something to be ashamed of, especially if you need to, you learn how to do it, you utilize it, you know how to do it. So in this case, the 2 most important beats in music, in Western music at least, is the 1 and the 3. And they're the 2 we're looking at. This is a good chart as far as communicating with other band members, or communicating with someone you're making music with somewhere else in the world. You can write this down with a piece of paper, take a photo of it, send it. It's very easily typed on the computer. There's no funny symbols to describe what's going on. The hardest thing to use on your keyboard are the strokes down or up. And we just use arrows. And that is very doable on a computer as well. But you could also abbreviate the term to DS, meaning downstroke, or US, meaning upstroke. So, our rhythm exercise goes like this. We're using 4 simple chords, G, E minor, C, and D, and you already know these chords, and you know them well, if you're at this point in the DVD. So, our rhythm exercise has all downstrokes. For players who've played a little bit before and are smart and looking over this DVD to see what they can learn off somebody else, you might find this really hard. When I first started teaching, I went and watched lots of DVDs of other people teaching to see how they taught. And I found this exercise really hard after 15 plus years of playing. But it changed me as a player. Okay, so you can count this out aloud. And if you're having trouble with the beats, go away and listen to your favorite song and count the beats until you know it and feel it. Okay, this exercise should sound like this. Okay, very simple. I want you to go over it and over it and over it till it gets really annoying. And that will help you as a player. Then turn the strokes around and try up strokes. Sounds simple? Try stepping it up further. If you've done this over and over again, you should find this one really easy, where you do all of the strokes down on every beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This third example is just as easy once you get it down. Okay, if you've now got that down, let's look at a fourth exercise. This one is just reversing it. So now all your downstrokes are all upstrokes. So all 4 beats on the beat are upstrokes. This is more helpful for reggae players. Reggae is often, for Western music, is quite different, as in their important beats are 2 and 4, and they emphasize the 3 and the 4 with upstrokes most of the time. But we're just going to do it 4 strokes, all up, all on the beat. And it should sound like this. Very unlike reggae. Alright, but playing that over and over again, you will get the idea of what reggae is. If you want to extend your rhythm class, go ahead and try all the upstrokes only on the 2 and 4. Alright, you've just learned your rhythm exercise. Within that rhythm exercise, I gave you a little tip, and that was about timing. One of the most important things about music is timing. And, you know, it means you can play with other people if you play with good timing. But it'll always sound foreign to people's ears if you've got bad timing. So even if you're a good player in every other sense of the word, you will find that other people may not enjoy your playing as much as you do. And you'll find it hard to ever play with other people. And if you go to play with other people or sing with other people, you won't be able to find the one. And that's what we're looking for. When you find the one, you'll find the three. Okay. The easiest way to learn timing can be really horrible. I was taught by being told to go away into the next room when I was at music school and told to listen to my favorite song over and over and over again, all by myself, and count to that beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. It almost put me to sleep. But as I'd shake myself and wake myself up again, I'd come out and he'd say, go have a coffee. My lecturer sent me back in with a coffee, woke me up. I did it again. And this took many hours to get it into my head. Hopefully, it's not going to take you as many hours as it took me. But if it does, at least you will have learned. So, hard work and perseverance with rhythm and timing is thoroughly important. Because if you know lots of chords and you know lots of lead stuff that we're going to learn next, if you've got timing issues or rhythm issues, you won't be able to pull these things together. So here's a little closer look at the timing exercise. We'll use the same chord pattern we were using before of G, E minor, C, and D. I'm going to put some nicer rhythms in there. If you've got the rhythm down and your timing's good, try and write out my rhythm. See if you can work it out. All right. But this is for timing. So 1, 2, 3,